Today we are talking about spaying and neutering your pets.
Joining us live this afternoon, Dr. Katie Heinrich from the Silver Spring Animal Wellness Center. We are all recommended to have our companion animals spayed or neutered if we're not going to breed them. What's the benefit of that?
It is widely recommended, and there's a ton of benefits that go along with it, as long as there are some cons as well. And so when you think about it, this is a major surgery, and it's going to have some profound impacts on a pet, as they develop and as they age. And so with females, when you're spaying or sterilizing them, it's called a spay. You're removing their ovaries and uterus. With males, you're removing their testicles and the associated glands. So you are removing their major source of sex hormones. And when you do that, you do decrease unwanted behaviors, because after they go into puberty, males are more likely to roam. You'll have more urine marking. You'll have more aggression issues. With females, if you spay them, you aren't dealing with a heat cycle every 6 months with bloody discharge and all the restlessness and behavior changes that go along with that. And of course, we're removing the chance of any unwanted litters, which is the most major concern.
I'm not sure what the medical term for it is, but when you get a boy dog that likes to become friendly with your leg, does that calm down after? It
usually does. Okay. It usually does. Not always. Sometimes it's a learned behavior and they enjoy it too much. Yeah. But that does usually help. And the other big benefit are health benefits to early spay and neutering. We know if you do it before a female's first heat cycle, which is usually around 9-10 months, you greatly decrease the chance of mammary tumors, and you're removing the chance of a uterine infection. But we are having some studies come out more recently that are showing some possible downsides to early spaying and neutering, and one is bone cancer. We are finding out that there are a subset of dogs that if they are spayed or neutered later in life, after, not really late, but after a year old, they are more likely to develop bone cancer. And so the studies they're still a little vague, and we still have a lot more to learn, and it's still overwhelmingly recommended that you spay and neuter early, because right now the benefits do outweigh that small chance of the bone cancer. And you can have intact males and females get bone cancer as well, of course, all the time. So talk to your veterinarian, and discuss the pros and cons and the timing of wanting to do that.
What about cost? I know, a lot of people, they get pets. The costs start to pile up. Is this something that people avoid because it just costs too much?
Generally, spays and neuters are very deeply discounted at vet clinics because we want people to be responsible pet owners. And generally, if you spay or neuter, your long-term costs go way down, because intact males and females, they get into more fights, they have more trauma, more infection, and they have more health problems farther on down the line. So that initial investment to get your pet spayed or neutered actually ends up saving you money in the long run.
And the accidental litter of puppies is pricey as well.
Exactly.
All right, Dr. Katie Heinrich, thanks for coming in. Have a question for any of our experts? Send an email. AskTheExpert at TMJ4.com. You may also leave a voicemail if you wish. The number